What is happening, guys, and welcome back to G Light Travels. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you my top tips on how to beat the cost of living crisis. Everything has gone up in recent months, particularly here in the UK, but I'm sure in a global sense as well, from petrol to food to clothes to rents. You name it, it's pretty much increased in price. So yeah, continue watching if you'd like to find out what my top tips on how to beat the cost of living crisis are.
Food, glorious food, hot sausage and mustard.
Okay, so number one is food. Everybody needs to eat. We all need to eat. So yeah, food is pretty much essential, I would say. Wouldn't you agree? So how can you beat the increased cost of food in supermarkets, shops, and everywhere? So if we look at the UK, and here in the UK we have kind of four major supermarkets, those being Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Lidl, and Asda. I would say they're pretty much the top four, particularly here in the south. Might be some slight variations up north. They're the four major ones. So what we've done in recent months is we are now shopping at Lidl, which is a European supermarket that moved over to the UK, I think maybe around 10 years ago. And recently they've been sprouting up shops, supermarkets all over the place. And our food bill is now 20% lower than what it would have been if we were shopping at, say, Sainsbury's or Tesco's, or even Asda, who I think were previously the lowest one. So yeah, see which supermarket you're shopping at. Can you shop at a different supermarket to get a lower cost in your food bill, but the same quality of product? I think it's totally doable. We've done it anyway. Another few tips in terms of saving money on food. Don't shop when you're hungry. You're just going to end up buying all sorts of crap when you're hungry. I've done it, you've done it, we all done it. Shop when you're on a full stomach, and then you will buy only what you need. Ideally have a list so you know exactly what you're going to buy. You can even budget for that list. You might even break it down into ingredients for each meal. I think if you do that, you're really going to kind of be able to stick to your budget very well. Also, don't discount the discount areas, excuse the pun. So, each supermarket has an area where food is discounted because it's either, the packaging has been broken or damaged. The food is coming up to its sell-by date. Have a look in those aisles, those areas, see if there's anything that you can buy that kind of matches to your shopping list. Obviously, don't buy it if it's completely destroyed or it's really going to go out of date very soon and you need to keep it for a longer time. But you can always get stuff there very, very cheap. Sometimes even, for example, like fruit looks really bad on the outside, like bananas. You have a bag of bananas and they look really black, but actually on the inside they're fine. That kind of stuff, which is not aesthetically pleasing, can be really cheap as well. So that's worth keeping an eye out for. I think lastly, make sure you're signed up to some sort of loyalty scheme at the supermarket that you regularly go to. So we are signed up with the Nectar, which is with Sainsbury's. Funnily enough, we don't shop at Sainsbury's anymore. But, sometimes we do buy stuff there. We definitely buy petrol there because it's the most economical compared to most petrol stations. And then, you can convert those points into cash and use it to buy stuff. So, that is my tip on how to save money for food. Right, number two is transport. We all need to get to work, get to places, so we all need some sort of transport. My top tip on how to save money on transport is leave your cars at home, get on your fat ass and start to cycle. No, literally, I have been cycling a lot more since the cost of petrol has just shot up and up and up. I'm very lucky. I can cycle into the city centre where my office is based. And it's great. I mean, when the weather is good, like it has been in the UK recently, it's fantastic. You don't have to pay for parking. You can scoot past traffic jams. and you don't have to pay for any petrol. So yeah, it's very, very cheap. I'm sure there's journeys that you can avoid using a car and either walking or cycling. So that would be my first recommendation. Try and save money on buying petrol, which yeah is getting ridiculously expensive now. And yeah, walk, cycle when you can. Another alternative might be, depending on where you live, is using public transport more. Now I know public transport is not the most affordable in the UK, not the most reliable, but it can be. I mean, for example, the London Underground or the trams in Manchester, Birmingham, Sheffield, trains in Scotland I know are a bit more affordable. They can be good alternatives to driving. And even if they're quite highly priced, nowadays they actually might be more affordable than driving because of the cost of petrol. Make sure if you're traveling by train, you have a rail card. You can have a student card, family and friends card, an over 65 card, and that gives you significant discounts on rail. Yeah, and lastly, do you really need to drive there? I mean, I think a majority of journeys in the UK within cities are less than a mile. Why can't you walk or cycle? It's better for you, it's better for the environment, and it's better for your wallet as well. It's a win-win situation. Okay, and in number 3, I'm going to talk about buying clothes. Because, yeah, let's face it, we all need clothes to wear, unless you want to run around naked in some sort of utopian environment. Yeah, buying new clothes. So everything has increased in price, including buying new clothes. But I just want to run something by you guys. Did you know that clothing is classified as secondhand if it's only been worn once? Then it's put on a hanger somewhere in your cupboard. That is a secondhand shirt, jumper, trousers, whatever. So you can get some really good quality secondhand clothing at a fraction of the price. That kind of segues nicely into I have an eBay shop. We have an eBay shop where we sell a lot of secondhand clothing and trainers. Link in description. Check it out, guys. But yeah, secondhand clothing should not be overlooked. You know, sometimes it can have this kind of stigma of buying secondhand clothes. Oh, it's going to be smelly, dirty, and yeah, look really shabby. That is not the case. Go to your local charity shops, go to your local car boot sales, check Facebook Marketplace, places like that, Depop, Vinted, apps like that, and you can get some really great secondhand clothes at a fraction of the price. They will literally be more than 50% on the price of a new item. And yeah, if they've been looked after well, or they have hardly been worn, there's hardly any difference. Nobody can tell the difference. I never used to wear secondhand clothes. Now I wear them quite a lot because yeah, it's so much cheaper and they look cool if you're selective. So that would be my number 1 tip on how to save money in terms of buying clothes. When you're out clothes shopping, don't discount the discount rails. So yeah, don't overlook discount rails. I think it's a better way of saying it, because yeah, they can have clothes that are maybe up to 50% reduced, brand new clothes we're talking here. So yeah, always check those out in different clothes shops. Another quite decent place to buy affordable new clothes is TK Maxx, where they have a number of kind of designer label brands at a fraction of the normal cost. I don't know exactly how that works. Perhaps you can comment below if you know how TK Maxx does it. Maybe it's clothes that, I don't know, weren't selling well in the high street shops. They had some sort of like imperfections with them, so the high street shops couldn't accept them. So yeah, now TK Maxx sells them for a fraction of the cost. So yeah, so that would be my 3rd tip. Don't discredit secondhand clothes, and check out our eBay shop in the link in the description. Right, number 4 in my top tips on how to beat the cost of living crisis. This is kind of random. There's going to be little bits and pieces here and there. I couldn't kind of amalgamate it into one section. First of all, don't pay interest on your credit card. That's just a complete and utter waste of your money. You know, there's plenty of other credit cards who would be very willing to take your balance. Let's say you have, I don't know, 3,000 on a credit card and you're paying 18% interest or 21% interest, that's going to add up to quite a lot per month. So just check GoCompare, or check one of those comparison sites online. There's many of them, and see where you can transfer your balance to interest free. You may pay a little bit to transfer it, but I can tell you that it will be much less than the interest you pay over a long period of time. And once you transfer it, it'll be interest free for say 18 months, 2 years, something like that. And then either you've paid it off or you can transfer it again. At least that's what I do. Yeah, check if you're entitled to any government kind of hardship grants. I know that the government, they paid £150 to help people pay their council tax. There's another cost of living grant or something along those lines that's coming out, I think, in July. So yeah, check if you're eligible for those. I think if you earn below a certain threshold, you can get £600 paid in July and the next instalment in October. So that's always worth checking out. Check what deals shops and supermarkets have. There's a number of apps and websites that you can look out for these. For example, Asda, over the summer months, all the cafes in Asda in the UK, kids can eat for £1 only. I think if an adult is like, buying a normal meal. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then last but not least, shop around for the best deals in terms of your bills, whether that be your phone bill, your internet bill, water, electricity, gas, whatever. Shop around. As I mentioned before, there are loads of good comparison sites. And yeah, all you need to do is check how much the other companies will offer that service for, and then shift it to the other company. So if you do all of those, you will definitely be saving a lot of money. And the aim of this video wasn't how to make more money to beat the cost of living crisis. The aim of it was to show you how to cut costs and minimize your outgoings. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it was useful. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any other suggestions on how to save money and beat the cost of living crisis. If we all pool our knowledge together, that's going to help a lot. Okay, and last but not least, please make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. YouTube does like the likes. It helps feed the algorithms for my videos. So please smash that like button on the video. Thanks a lot and bye for now.